Today we're making a traditional Korean dish, Gungjung Tteokbokki. Unlike the spicy version, this one is savory, slightly sweet, and much milder. Since Children's Day is coming up, we wanted to make something kids would love. And at the end of the video, we'll also try a fun Korean snack trend. Gungjung means inside the royal palace. So this dish is known as a type of tteokbokki that was once enjoyed by the royal court. In the past, it was made with a variety of ingredients, including beef and seafood, often using more premium items. These days, ingredients are much more accessible, so you can really use whatever meat or vegetables you have at home. If you don't have a rice syrup, honey works just fine. You can also use any type of meat you like, and if you don't eat meat, scrambled eggs make a great alternative. Frozen rice cakes work just fine too. Just blanch them briefly in boiling water and they'll be just as good. I actually have a lot of frozen rice cakes at home, but I wanted to show you how they are sold at Korean rice cake shops, so I picked some up. It's all done. It's sweet and savory and really delicious. In Korea, we often enjoy this balance of sweet and salty flavors. I think a lot of other countries have similar combinations too, like salted caramel ice cream or candied bacon. What are some sweet and savory dishes from your country? Earlier we mentioned the Korean food trend. It's pretty simple. You soak gummies in soda, leave them in the fridge for about 12 hours, then freeze them for another 12 hours. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us a lot. In Korea, Children's Day is on May 5th, and since it's coming up, we decided to try something kids would enjoy. The frozen Haribo tastes more like soda. The frozen Welch's grape gummies are chewy and really good. It's getting warmer in Korea these days, so give it a try when the weather gets hot. See you in the next video.